Welcome everybody. Thank you for coming. As you know, the reason you have Dee and Chris sitting up front is because they're going to be leading the meeting tonight, and I'm going to be observing.
Okay.
Yay!
Change.
Because as Dee's role increases with us, and that's going to be kind of one of the things that she's going to be in charge of is some of our meetings. And I just want to point out that Ted is here again tonight, and
Hey,
so
Ted.
those of you who remember, he's from Nifty Corporate, and so he's here to help be a part of our launch on the professional learning communities, although just so you're aware, I do want to take a moment to let you all know that this formation of the PLCs as a national initiative, what really stems from what we've been doing here for the last 13 and a half years. Our monthly meetings have spurred the idea that, you know, we have good results, we have good attendance, we have teachers that are doing the program with fidelity, you know, and that means a lot. And one of the questions has always been, as you guys know, when we had Tom and Zach here a couple of years ago for the Blue Ribbon Classrooms, what are we doing that others aren't doing? And it's the monthly meetings. And so it's really not a launch for us, but a validation more so that what we have been doing is essential and is really important, and that we are, in fact, as I like to say, the pioneers, or the rogue office.
Been called worse.
A little bit, maybe a little bit of both. And that also the lead teacher model also stems from when I was a one-person office and I couldn't do everything, and so what did I do? I relied on Dee. And as those of you who have been here for a while know that was a really important part of what we did. So we're going to add a few odds and ends of things tonight, but for the most part, it's business as usual. So, okay? Other than the fact that we have Ted here. So, Chris, I'm going to go ahead, and I just, for a shout out, we want to give Chris a big round of applause. So I say I think that's a challenge with me for a year. Wow. So I want to just say that, it's been a pleasure having you, and we really, I couldn't have done, especially the last week without you.
Yeah, you got it.
So thank you.
Very much like I said on day one, thank you all so much for welcoming me with open arms. I've been here in Texas for a year now. I am gonna go get fitted for boots next week. All the good stuff, and it's only barbecue from here on out. So thank you all so much. Really appreciate it. And as we said before, we have our special guest. Oh yes, Denley.
What's your name again?
And I remember on one of my first emails I sent out, I sent your name out as Herbert Denley. I was like, his first name is Denley? Yeah, the two first names, man. We have special guest Ted Thompson. So he'll be. Thank you so much for coming on out, Ted. We really appreciate you being here, and look forward to any observations that you have throughout the meeting, and we look forward to seeing how this launches as a national initiative. From the first day that I was here, I found it really inspiring that the North Texas Nifty office and our Nifty program here meets on a monthly basis. And to me, it was definitely a standout, not just from Nifty, but from any business organization or educational organization that I've been a part of, to be able to get such a large percentage of all the teachers in the region every single month. And like we say every single month, if you're not here tonight, we usually know where you are. You all are so attentive and let us know ahead of time what's happening, whether it's someone's birthday, whether it's an emergency, just before this meeting, Mr. Molina, he won't be making it tonight. I hope everything's okay with him, but you guys let us know. And that's the kind of relationship that we all have with each other, and you all have the program office, and, we're hoping that the rest of the country, starts to expand and feel the same way. And at this time, I believe I will leave things
I'm
to
gonna
his
do
hands.
the absolute best I can tonight. I don't know if this is allergies, if I'm coming down with something. Obviously, it's not my normal speaking voice at all. My kids started making fun of me by the end of the day today, so that tells you what's going on. So PLC information, it's kind of like why we're doing this, supporting professional collaboration by building a network of entrepreneurial educators. And so that's what we're trying to do. We've already been doing this. As Karen said, we are the model. We're, they looking at how we do this. Other offices don't do this. We do this monthly. It's not a call-in. It's not this is how we do these things. So we're going to talk about some of these things. Do you have slides for each one of these? I think so. Okay. All right. So collective student impact. I'm going to be the teacher here, and I would like a volunteer to read that first one because this is not going to last long. Just know you're right here.
I'll read the first.
Thank you, sir.
The strong PLCs are established in every region centered on a common goal. The teacher recruitment, retention, and quality will increase and thereby impact the lives of 200,000 students across the country by 2022.
And so this is NIFTY's goal that has been set. And so having strong PLCs, we already know that. We know that by having our group, our core group of teachers that's here, we bring in our new teachers, we grab them, we get them here and make sure they understand how important this is.
There's one on every seat.
And so we know that we can impact more people throughout the country as well if we have these strong PLCs. And so we know that that's what's going to happen. We know that we have our numbers, and they know that if we can replicate this in other areas, this is what's going to happen. Okay, who would like to read them?
Ms. Ferguson, thank you for volunteering.
Impact on students include exposure to development in entrepreneurial knowledge, skills, and mindset, meaningful application to real-life situations that foster career readiness, community involvement, and self-fulfillment.
Okay, and so this is what our program does. Our kids are coming out career ready, whether they know. For an example, I've had one of my students. This is the second year I've had him, so I had him for the technology class last year, and I've had him for an entrepreneurial student this year. And while he has written his whole business plan, he finally came to me the other day and he said, "You know what? I know without a doubt this is not what I want to do." But his business partner knows he does want to be an entrepreneur. So I thought it was funny that after they worked together for all year on this, that one definitely knows this is not my path, but the other one does. But because of some of the things we've done in class, he kind of knows what he wants to do. So to me,